Damn. Motherfucking rant talk, baby. Today we talking about Tartaria. What was Tartaria? What's Tartaria? Tartaria is that lost civilization. There's a lot of fuckery going on. Has been going on. Will continue to go on. But man, the internet, the research you can do, you need to do it. What I'm seeing is a lot of people are okay with being, they're okay with being okay of what they've been taught. You know what I mean? I've noticed it's easier for somebody to just be like, we were taught this and that's that. Example, Christopher Columbus. We all know that was a lie. There was already people here. We already know that. They still teach it as fact. But this shit don't make no sense to me. And I'm gonna add pictures to this video. It just don't make any sense to me. How we can be okay with that. They need exposed. Tartaria. The structures, the buildings that stick out like a sore thumb, Taj Mahal and 1,000 others, that's not from us. So who's it from? Well, you dig. You dig. You'll find old maps with the name Tartaria. Alright. Dig deeper. They were advanced. I said it earlier. Look at the house you're living in. Basically built with toothpicks. Someone huff puff, blow that shit down the road. The structures that were here, and it's weird because like where the fuck did we come from? Was there really a mud flood? Was there really a reset, like people say? There was something. Or where the fuck did these people go? So, for people that don't know, check out World Fair. I'm gonna post some pictures on this video. They said we built these structures, and these are legendary structures. Structures you have never seen and basically you won't see again. Built them, had a World Fair, burned them down, blew them up, tore them down. What? Nikola Tesla. I love that name. He had a quote where he says, I can power the whole East Coast. Just give me a dam. Granted, there was less houses, structure, whatever, but that's a big, the whole East Coast. Now, mind you, these fairs, there was no electric grid the way there is now. There wasn't electric poles up and down the streets, up and down. There wasn't electric running underground. There wasn't none of that in the 1800s. Definitely not like it is now. It just wasn't. But yet, nobody knows how. Nobody knows how. He powered these things. Again, I'll have the pictures up. Nobody knows how he did it. Of course, you know, they know how he did it, but nobody knows how he did it. So, same with these structures. How the fuck did they heat them? How the fuck did they, what was the electricity? Like, You think they was doing what they do in the movies, walking around with them fucking candlesticks? Nah, that's not happening. I refuse to believe that. Mind you, no roads, no concrete sidewalks and streets, and none of that shit. A fucking horse and a fucking buggy. You're not doing that. You're just not doing that. You're not gonna sit here and tell me that people poured granite, fucking stone and rocks and all this fucking material with a horse and a buggy. Pyramid. You don't even realize the size of them pyramids in photos. Some of them blocks are the size of houses. Like, it's ridiculous. And it came from 1,000+ miles away. You know how hard it would be? Like, you know how hard it would be to do that? Come on, brother. Shout out to the Bully Slayer. You got me hooked on the brother. But come on, brother. Like, no. So, they got us all paying these electric bills. When guaranteed there's a way for free energy. There's plenty of people who demonstrated in the past. They're 6 feet under. Cars that ran on water, dead, disappeared. Like, why do people overlook this thing? Imagine if we didn't participate for 48 hours. Bro, we would cripple everything. Change immediately. Immediately. Change immediately. But nobody. And I don't blame school teachers or professors. I don't blame all of them because they're literally doing what they were taught. They're just following the... For one, you don't expect for people just to teach you a lie. You know what I'm saying? You don't expect that. So that's why I don't knock people. Now, the closed-minded people or the people who refuse to just at least like look into it or hear what you gotta say. Because if you think you think I'm crazy, well, you don't even want to know what I think about you. Like, I know my shit is true. Like, I know. Like, I know what I'm talking about is true. You're just going off elementary school, middle school, high school. Like, that doesn't affect me at all because I know it's all bullshit. The moon shit. Like, I thought we were honestly past that. Like, I really did. I thought we were past that. No, people really think we still went up there. Did you see the piece of shit? This is not the 80s. Go look at a high definition picture. It looks like a school project you make in elementary school in the fucking yard. It looks like construction paper, curtain rods. Do you know? They said they made a phone call from the moon to the White House. But who the fuck are they talking to? Like, I don't understand. Like, seriously, who are they talking to? I can go in the basement right now and lose service. But you called from the moon? Again, just look at the moon. You can literally see through it at night. You can literally see through it in the daytime. How do you land on something like that? How? If it's a solid object, I don't give a fuck. You cannot, you are not supposed to see blue behind it, through it in the daytime. You're not supposed to see black at night, through it. You can see stars through, like, bro, I don't like being lied to. They wasted all them years of my life teaching me bullshit. Literally teaching me bullshit. And I'm all over the place, but that's the whole point of this rant talk, because I just rant. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. Like, it's frustrating. But I tell you one thing. I don't use the word conspiracy, but we're like 1,000-0. I hear more and more people like Elon and other people be like, man, them conspiracy theories just keep turning out to be right. I don't use that word. I don't use that word. That shit don't even, I don't use that word. But back to the structures. Horse, buggy, cowboys and Indians. Like, look at these structures. You really think we did that? No, we didn't fucking do that. Hell no, we didn't do that. And I would like to know who did. I know they know. They're the ones who've been running in tombs since the beginning of time. The Vatican. They have all this information. They just kept it to themselves. They have it tucked away somewhere. They have it so they know. They know. Like, I want to know. Like, that's not only some fucking fun ass shit to learn about, but the whole work 8, sleep 8, and BS for 8. That's not why we're here. I don't give a fuck what anybody's saying. You're not supposed to work 40 years, then get a nice car, then be able to relax, and then die. That's not why we're here at all. That's not why we're here. Rockefeller, famous quote, I don't want a nation full of thinkers. I want a nation full of workers. End quote. Bro. He also started part of the educational system that we learned. Like, people, come on. This shit ain't even cool. Like, it really ain't. Free energy. I put a lot of these pictures up. When you see these structures, every one has an antenna kind of thing on the ends of them, around them, on the top. Ether from our environment. You can harness that. Free energy. That's what these things are. They're not them big ass structures. They're not churches. They're not fucking mosque, whatever they be calling them. They're none of that. Not courthouses, city halls. No, we inherited these buildings. But you're not building these with no roads, no, basically no, not even motors. You don't have fucking big construction equipment to be fucking doing these things. Like, and these things are indestructible. They've been there for how long? So the question is, where and when did we truly get here? Like, there's pictures of like a bunch of people standing on the beach, looking out on the ocean, and they all got suits and like blazers and long sleeves and pants. It's like they're standing there looking out like, what the fuck? What the fuck is that? And there's not 100 people that's gonna go to the beach together dressed like that. It just looks odd. There's more pictures where there's people on horses standing around like a building, one of these structures I'm talking about, and they're just looking up like, what the fuck is that? Who the fuck did that? You wouldn't be in awe of some shit you grew up around or you saw before. Like, it's just not. You wouldn't be in awe. These structures are crazy. And More like Tartarian. The doorways too. Some of these doorways are 30 feet high. 30 feet high. Like doors 30 feet high, 20 feet high doors. Big steel doors. Like, it's just not adding up. It's really not. It's really not. And it don't get easier though. When you learn this shit, it gets harder because the more you learn, the more you realize you've been getting mind fucked your whole life. So it don't get easier. You look at life different. You really do, because you realize, oh wait, like, no, that shit was bullshit. Damn, I can't remember. But like, come on, people, just look into it and look into everything. Doctors, you're next. I always tell people, you find me a drug dealer that gets his clients clean, I'll wait. I'll wait. I'll wait. You find one, I'll wait. You bring it. I want to see him. It doesn't even make sense. You won't have a business. If you cure everybody, what would be the point? No. Hey, yeah, my kid's mom on blood pressure medicine when she was like 28. Gave her no other way to fix it. None. No natural way at all. Take this pill. Then when that pill messes her up, here, take this one to counter that one. By the time you're 50, you're taking 13 pills. I've worked at a call center. It would really bug me. It was natural supplements that I worked for. Some of these ladies and males, there's only two. Some of those would be like, yeah, I'm on 13 pills. Trying to cut a few of them out. 13 pills? Come on, brother. 13 pills? 10 pills? 9 pills? 8 pills? Like, bro, like, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like, that's crazy. And what do? Work. Another thing. Definition of rant talk right here, baby. This whole slave shit. Nah, that always seemed something was off with that one too. And you mean to tell me that a few guys with muskets rounded up hundreds of black guys after they raped, killed, raped their wives, raped their grandmothers, and you rounded up people for a 6-month journey with a musket? Bruh, come on, brother. Bruh. No. I refuse. That leads back to the Columbus thing. There wasn't just one kind of Indian on this plot of land. Hell no. What do I look like? Do I look like I was from Africa? Or do I look more like a fucking native over here? And they'll tell you over there, your ancestors ain't over here. They will tell you that. But your people's not over here. Them 23andMe's, they be lying. We sent in, what was it? I think it was iguana or maybe he did his cat. And the cat came back Nigerian and something else. It's just fucking bullshit. They writing whatever the fuck they want to write on there. Like, nah. My grandmother, that's what really convinced me. She's in her 80s, late 80s. Her mom wasn't a slave, and her mom's mom wasn't a slave. Well, goddamn, that's going back fucking 200 years. Something ain't right. And I found out my grandmother, Indian. That's insane. And the way my grandmother reacted to my questions literally gave me chills. I feel bad for that group because they didn't have the access to information like we do. But when I was asking her, it gave me chills because she literally had the response like, I was hoping none of you guys ever even brought this up. Because they're not dumb. They're not dumb. They see it. They know something, right? How could I not have a slave I could trace back in my family? Bro, they created history. I'm not saying it didn't happen. All races were, enslaved at some point. But not two white men, 2 muskets, and 100 niggas. That didn't happen. Nah, absolutely not. No. The world is fucking soft as fuck right now, and you couldn't even do that now with machine guns. With 2 machine guns, you couldn't round up 200 niggas, put them on a boat after raping their wives and raping their kid. You couldn't do it. We'll sink that whole bitch down. And then 6-month trips on the ocean back then? Bro, by the time you get there, half's dead. The other half is bony as fuck. The fuck you think you getting a 5-star treatment? Nah. Bro, it's fuckery. It's not happening. It's not happening. Nah. So just dig, ask questions, rant if you got to. This shit's ridiculous. It really is.